Okay, and now it's over to Editor India Today, Padmaja Joshi, who's outside the Delhi University, where Padmaja, the ABVP, now in a game of one-upmanship as the campus fire on the big debate of nationalism continues to rage on.
That's right, Avantika. It is a march for a march here at the Delhi University, and it is essentially, at the end of the day, a fight to prove whose supremacy is going to be established here at the Delhi University. And it is not completely out of place to draw parallels between what happened at JNU and now here at Delhi University. So what is the theme for this entire protest? Just take a look at the kind of posters that have come up here. It was supposed to be against anti-nationals. Now it's also apparently against communism. People saying Burhan Wani ko krantikari kehne walon se azadi. If you want to stay in the country, apparently, you will have to say Vande Mataram. Let's get a few reactions from these people before we get you the political reactions around what is happening, this march being carried out. भाई साहब, आप किसी को गोली कैसे मार सकते हैं? जिस तरह के नारे लग रहे हैं, आप कह रहे हैं कि आप चाहते हैं कि शांति हो। पहली बात, आप कौन से कॉलेज से?
रामजस।
आप रामजस से ही हैं। रामजस में जिस तरह के नारे लगे, उसके बाद ये पूरा फसाद शुरू हुआ। अब यहाँ पर आप गोली, डंडे, जूतों की बात कर रहे हैं। इससे कैसे वापस पीस लौटेगा?
हम देश के खिलाफ कोई बात नहीं सुनेंगे। हमारा खून खोल चुका है, हमारा युवा खून है, वो बिल्कुल खोलेगा। देश के खिलाफ भगत सिंह ने फांसी खाई, चंद्रशेखर आजाद ने फांसी खाई, और हम चुप बैठे रहे, चूड़ियां पहन के बैठ रहे, खून न खोले। हम बकायदा अगर हमारे सामने ला दिया जाए तो हम पूरा विद्रोह करेंगे, और हम एक है, एकता हो चुकी है, एबीवीपी ने ठान लिया है।
So a lot of themes here are getting conflated, Avantika. It's quite clear, and we are also going to go across to my colleagues Gaurav Sawant and Ankit Tyagi, who are also here at the arts faculty. But before that, the politics that is happening around all of this. What is the purpose of this march being held? Here's what the ABVP coordinator told us, and also a political reaction from Arun Jaitley.
नेशनलिज्म इज अ गुड वर्ड। ये तो केवल इस देश में है कि राष्ट्रवाद बुरा शब्द है। ये विवाद खड़ा करने की ये एक प्रयास किया।
Gaurav Sawant and Ankit Tyagi as well. I want to come to you first, Gaurav. And there are a number of students' union who are now converging under the umbrella of the ABVP. Interestingly, some of them from Ramjas as well.
You know, at this point of time, the students who have assembled here are from different colleges. The aspect that they are highlighting is what they claim is the rise in communist violence. Now, the ABVP is in the line of fire for violence on campus. They're saying that we actually want allegations leveled by Gurmehar Kaur, especially about rape threats, to be investigated. The ABVP got an FIR registered, but it's the communist violence which is a real threat to this country, according to them. They've put posters all around. I have some youngsters with me here. Tell me your name, what college are you from, and why are you here?
I am Siddharth from SRCC, Sri Ram College of Commerce. I am here to support the nationalist forces against the anti-national forces who are spreading this venomous agenda in North Campus, in DU. They are no longer restricted to JNU. They are spreading their venomous agenda into...
No, but what is venomous agenda? Debate and dissent should be allowed everywhere.
Had it been so, we would have supported it. But they have they know no boundaries. They have, surpassed all limits. Freedom of expression is not absolute. It has its own restrictions according to Article 19.2. So, Azadi for Kashmir, Azadi for Bastar is not a part of freedom of expression. This is anti-nationalism, and we do not endorse it. We oppose it.
Okay, so some youngsters like this one, and if you notice there are a lot of ABVP flags, a lot of tricolors here. They're saying that if it's all about debate and dissent, that is very good. But chants of Bharat Mata ki Jai are acceptable. Kashmir ki Azadi and Bastar ki Azadi, these chants are strictly not acceptable, Padmaja.
Absolutely, and in fact, if you see, somehow the issues have become conflated here. So it's neither Marxwad nor Naxalwad, sabse upar Rashtravad. So what is being positioned versus each other. And Ankit, I want to ask you that it's very, what's very interesting, the kind of identification we are seeing today. So the tricolor and the ABVP flag are almost being made synonymous, and campus violence and communism are being made synonymous.
That's right, and this is what the big debate right now on the campuses is. And as you can see, Padmaja, the number of, as you were talking about, the ABVP flags and the national flag that is here. But the important moot point is, of course, these people are talking about, nationalism, and if you have to live in the country, the important thing is that you will have to say Vande Mataram. But on the other hand, as you were rightly also asking, how can students or any group decide who is national, who is anti-national? That is also the moot point of the debate that is happening here. I'll show you a poster. Students against communism is this poster that this young man is holding here. देशद्रोही नारे नहीं सहेंगे ABVP. ये बताइए, आप लोग देशद्रोही नारे नहीं सहेंगे, सही बात है, लेकिन उसका जवाब क्या है? लोगों को मार के निकाल दें यहाँ से कैंपस से?
नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं है.
तो क्या करें? बात करें उनसे?
जी, बात करनी चाहिए.
यहाँ पे अभी नारे लग रहे थे कि देश में रहना होगा तो मतलब बाहर निकाल देंगे देशद्रोहियों को. तो ये कैसे, कौन तय करेगा कौन देशद्रोही है कौन नहीं है?
ये नहीं, हम तय नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन इसके लिए
युवा तय करेगा. कौन करेगा सर? आप देश का युवा तय करेगा.
जो देश के खिलाफ नारे लगाएगा वो देश विरोधी है, और हम तय करेंगे जो देश के विरोध में नारे लगाएगा वो देश विरोधी है.
मतलब कानून तय नहीं करेगा, कोर्ट तय नहीं करेगा, आप लोग, हम सब लोग यहाँ पे जो खड़े हैं वो तय करेंगे.
अपना विरोध तो दर्ज करेंगे, हम केवल विरोध ही करने आए हैं यहाँ पर. अगर जो कोई हमारे देश के नारे लगाएगा विरोधी, तो हम भी अपना विरोध दर्ज करते हैं.
हिंसा का कोई मतलब नहीं है यहाँ पे. जो आप लोग जो ABVP के ऊपर जो इल्जाम लग रहा है कि आप लोग हिंसा करते हैं, लोगों को डरा रहे हैं, उस पे आप लोग क्या कहेंगे?
अभी भारत माता तेरे टुकड़े होंगे इंशाल्लाह. अगर ये अभिव्यक्ति की आजादी है तो ऐसी आजादी पे भारत माता की जय बोलना गलत है क्या? ये बताओ.
गलत कोई नहीं कह रहा. ये कहा, आपसे ये पूछा जा रहा है कि जो लोग बात कर रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे लोगों को ABVP वाले मारते हैं, बेचते हैं, डराते हैं, उस पे आप क्या कहेंगे?
आपको मारा किसी ने?
मुझे तो
मारा किसी ने?
नहीं, आप यहाँ पे मुझे ये मार के नहीं, आप मार के तय करेंगे. दिस इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट द प्रॉब्लम. दिस इज एग्जैक्टली. हाँ सर, मेरे सामने पिछली बार जब हुआ था मैंने मारा आप लोगों को, मैंने मारते हुए देखा कुछ लोगों को. द इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट Padmaja is that there are in fact these students also are extremely angry, and it takes a little bit of trigger for them to of course lose the entire argument that they are building here about nationalism. So the whole question right now.
Well, Ankit, quite a heated debate around that issue, and you're right, Ankit, a very, very heated debate going on even as we speak right now, and the march has just begun. You can see the tricolor and the ABVP flag, they're being waved side by side, and through this entire stretch you also have all these posters which depict the violence allegedly being perpetrated by the communists, especially in Kerala. So there are graphic pictures there of people who have lost their lives to so-called communist violence. So a lot of themes here being conflated about how communism is essentially a violent ideology and nationalism is synonymous only with the ABVP. So all of this is happening here in this march as it takes place. Very interestingly now, you have Union Minister Venkaiah Naidu also, who has weighed in while speaking to India Today. In fact, yesterday, remember, he had spoken about how there is a red line which has been drawn for nationalists, whereas people who are anti-nationals are being given the red carpet.
Venkaiah Naidu is joining us live and exclusive on India Today. Minister, welcome to India Today. I want to begin by asking you about this big debate. What started at the Jawaharlal Nehru University, now the same fire raging at DU. There seems to be an attempt being made in the government to redefine what constitutes sedition. You've put out a bunch of tweets as well. Can you explain the thinking in the government's mind? How do you believe the sedition law needs to be rewritten, sir?
Why this discussion at all? Who started this discussion? Who brought the sedition law? Is it Narendra Modi government? Please understand, we are trying to divert the issues. What happened in Jawaharlal Nehru University, what is happening in Ramjas College, or what happened in Jadavpur University is all about certain people raising anti-national slogans, anti-India slogans, certain people raising the issues of separatism, independence to Kashmir, certain people trying to celebrate the memory of Afzal Guru, a terrorist and a Pakistani agent who tried to blow parliament. That is the main issue. And what is the law as per the constitution, what is the as per Indian Penal Code, that has to take its own course.
But
and if suppose some sections are wrongly charged, then the courts are there to take care of it.
But
Yeah.
Minister, I'd like to quote to you what the law and what
Go ahead,
jurisprudence
Rahul.
at this time says, sir. The Kedarnath Singh case of 1962 says, a call against the government or against the state is not sedition. It's only when there is incitement to violence or public disorder, that is what is sedition. Now, in the tweets that you put out as well, you're saying these Azadi chants are not okay. But if you read the law as it exists, if you read the Supreme Court judgments, the Supreme Court in its most recent judgment seems to believe that saying Azadi or chanting against India is not sedition. There must be a call to arms. That's the way the law is at this time.
These people who are giving these slogans, they are taking to arms in Kashmir. These people who are giving slogans, they are taking arms in Chhattisgarh, in Jharkhand, in Orissa, in the Naxal hotbed. That is the next course. And they believe that power comes from the barrel of the gun. And these people, separatists and the terrorists, the sponsors of terrorism in Kashmir, they also believe that they can get Azadi by use of force only. The slogan of Azadi will be followed by violence. This is what is happening. You cannot simplify what the Supreme Court has said. Supreme Court also has said the next sentence, which you yourself has read it. That is going to follow. That is what is happening.
All right, so the minister also weighing in about how there have to be certain limitations to freedom of expression. Where does it end? It ends, according to him, at the point where the integrity of the country is threatened. But right now, the bigger headache for the police right now is this huge march that is being carried out. It's already begun. In fact, we're just going to play out the visuals of that for you. We've got, in fact, the Joint CP of the Central Range, who is in charge of ensuring that everything passes off peacefully, here with us, Mr. Virender Chahal. It is a very charged atmosphere, but do you think that the security is adequate to ensure that nothing goes out of hand?
Yeah, we have put adequate security arrangement so that there is peace all around and no lawlessness. Sufficient number of senior officers have been put in place, and the entire route for the procession is covered, taken care.
But also I want to ask you about, these posters that have gone up, these posters which are talking about, graphic violence, the kind of slogans being raised over here, Jute Maro Salo Ko, Goli Maro, things like that. Is there any attempt to try and stop that?
In fact, we have informed university authorities, and we are taking care of everything.
What are the special precautions, final question to you, what are the special precautions taken to ensure that there is nothing of the nature of what had happened at Ramjas? Because it just takes a few seconds for a face-off to happen and then sloganeering like what happened on the 22nd to take place.
We'll ensure that nothing of that sort again happens.
All right, thank you very much. But across the country, even as the debate is going on about what is sedition, what is patriotism, what is freedom of speech, and whether there is a very fine line between the two, we spoke to senior jurist Soli Sorabji, who weighed in favor of freedom of expression and said to charge students with sedition is the most foolish and foolish and in fact counterproductive measure that anyone could take. Here's what he told us.
Supreme Court way back in 62 made it clear in Kedarnath's case that there is no sedition, even if it is criticism of government, however vigorous, however pungent, unless there is incitement to violence. Now I don't know why these people are hesitant for sedition. There's absolute misuse of the sedition laws.
The reason they say this is because some pro-Azadi sentiments are in their speeches. They talk of Azadi, they talk of they talk of stuff which could impinge on the sovereignty of the nation.
So Azadi slogans are sedition? Complete nonsense. Unless Azadi's slogan are, there's an incitement to violence. After Azadi is taken, now we have to throw up the government by any means. Then it's a different matter. Otherwise, it's free speech. People can express themselves. We must also recognize the value of freedom of speech and expression. And the Supreme Court has said this, that's the law laid down in 62. I don't know what's happening.
And do you believe that all this is symptomatic of that we are becoming a lot more intolerant to contrarian views?
No, three things. If you mean we should delete the law relating to sedition 124A, I don't agree. Strike down to action, not the section. And we are becoming more intolerant everywhere because no one likes to be criticized. No one can take criticism. So any criticism, which in a democracy is the soul of democracy, it has to be, we must have freedom for the thought we hate. People want to have recourse to sedition laws. But that's not a reason to strike down the sedition section.
You spoke of people, trying to stifle free speech. We have an MP, Honorable MP of the Rajya Sabha, who's compared this young girl, Gurmeha Kaur, to Dawood Ibrahim.
I think that MP doesn't deserve to be an MP if he talks like that. Do they make statements just for the sake of publicity to attract attention, or don't apply their mind at all? I think strong action should be taken against the MP. Is he BJP?
He's a BJP MP.
BJP authorities should take the necessary action.
Finance Minister Mr. Jaitley has said that if free speech impinges on sovereignty, then perhaps it calls for greater debate, and it calls maybe some action is needed.
Many means by sovereignty impinges. If you criticize, all right. But if you impinge sovereignty, suppose you say Pakistan Zindabad, you may not like it. But if you say India Murdabad, Marat Murdabad, that's a different matter. Then, of course, there is a case for sedition, or a case for taking action against that. But that's a clear line. You must be clear about it.
So no deletion, but maybe clear. The definition of sedition should be more clearly, sharply defined.
Sharply defined in accordance with what the Supreme Court has said. So there's no dispute. Reproduce what the Supreme Court has said about sedition and make all the authorities educate them. And if they don't do it, take action against those authorities.
So is this intolerance or a clash of ideas or a pushback of one ideology against the other? We leave that to your best judgment. But in the meantime, superstar Amitabh Bachchan hasn't decided to weigh in on this controversy at all. Instead, he sent this message on the larger topic of equality. We leave you with this heading into a quick break.